yours right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be the boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the leader. Getting out while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. His first carry, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Hines, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now it's Rodgers, muscling free near the 40. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
That's fine.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him...
That's caught inside the 20. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
319.
This is Hines, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 3rd down. Now Rodgers in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Dominique Easley able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Sanders' kick is good, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Real right. 10.
To throw is Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 4 down, tag 53.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Nick Perry in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
58.
They run with Hines. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Oh, some strong running. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
That's fine. Yeah. Zoom.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tease Tabor, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it, no one got it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will make it 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The return man here, T.J. Jones. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
22! Set! Lady! Ready! Zebra! There we go. Check. Not. Like 7.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
4 down. Check. 4 down. 21. Tag 53. 20 hot.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Nick Perry in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 22. Stafford now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because, really, they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Set, lady. Hey, tag 50 left.
On 3rd down, Stafford. He'll get the... And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And the Packers pick it up. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage just comes through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 48 yards.
Inside.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Line left.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. Dancing to his left. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get three last time. Three here, not the worst thing in the world. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Now a toss play. It's Hines. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Didn't get the push they needed. He'll get it up the middle, and he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. Here's Rodgers. Being chased out left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Here's Hines on a toss play. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Back to throw. And it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Back to throw. Stafford. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Jeremy Hill was the one he was trying to hit there. And that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home. And they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
On second and 10, Stafford got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Stafford now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and now it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw again, Stafford. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Prater for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down, here's Stafford. Roberts got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First target, first catch at a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A false start backs them up 5. First and 15. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Escapes the sack, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Kenny Clark in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. The Lions on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, it's Williams pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. And on the ground they go with a running back. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Johnson jostles free. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Stafford here. Wilson snags it left side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. With a tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point good by Prater. And this is back to a 5-point game. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Right now, you got 58. Hey, where y'all going?
And they'll go on the ground. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
58!
Back now at Ford Field. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Zoom. Hey, check 26. Get up.
Now Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Jones on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Underneath for Johnson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11. yards on that pickup. Stafford now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Stafford, he's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Now Stafford. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams finding room at the 30. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Rodgers going to throw. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hey, check 26.
Rodgers to throw on second down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Forced out to his left. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, Stafford escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
They run again with Hines. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
319! 319!
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The Packers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Zoom. Green 19th and on it. Green 19th on. Over. We are going. Turn on it. Little 58 and on it. Green 19 on it.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Jones. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. And it's a big-time advantage for the Browns. They just scored again, pouring it on. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them.
Ready? 11. Zero.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
21.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. He's back to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. One last throw here for Stanford. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
In the broccoli, dancing in my chucks, feeling out of body. Say the man got me. Can you hear me?